I want to talk to you a little bit about the influencers. You know, like at the very first start, Body Power.
We were really slow to do this.
Yeah, but like, what are your findings with they help grow the brand? Like, do you do much of it now? If you do, why not?
Right. So now we had a chat. You might remember my house about 4 years ago. We had a chat, and you were saying then like you missed a massive trick, and even you guys that are big aren't that big, and you're absolutely right. No, do you remember that conversation? No, it was
true. Your brand was not built on influencers. It was built on the best branding that anyone's ever done. That's facts.
Yeah, but
I want to know how much of a part they played or didn't play.
I don't think they did play that big a part, to be honest, because I don't think we used them that effectively. Yeah. Again, you proved how effective this can be. Again, brands are always extensions of their founders. And again, at the time, you know, you would quite rightly have been the generation that were going on Instagram a lot and doing stuff and living your life digitally. I wasn't, so I didn't. So I've done stuff that was more comfortable to me, which, like I said, I used to work in a gym, used to work in a
driving
shop.
Tanks over the London Bridge.
Around. So I kind of focused on that retail, which is, you know, just an entirely different skill set from obviously that digital space. So, you know, people should always kind of stick to what they know. We were really slow with the influencer part, and again, we had them and had great fun with them. And weirdly, we probably did better with them then than we do now. But we never paid any influencers, and I just, and of course now you have to declare everything and it's paid and whatever. But we probably started up until about 18 months ago. We'd never ever paid anyone to say anything positive about Grenade ever. Because we hadn't really got the budget. I didn't really believe in it. Because at the time you'd got, you know, let's take the Kardashians, you know, they'll say anything if you pay them enough money.
But the
I
thing
just
is, your
didn't
product,
really like that model.
Your product's that good that it does the talking for you a lot of the time, doesn't it? Do you think?
I like the organic growth. I do like the organic growth. And I think because, I guess this actually is the distinction which probably just come to me. If you have an entirely web-based business, which most businesses probably are now, and probably rightly so, you can understand it, and you have a web-based influencer model, you've got that linear path from one to the other. And, you know, as fast as you can get people talking about you, you can translate that to sales and build the brand. That's fantastic. Obviously, you know, that's going to sound very familiar. Because we have built through retail, which kind of have to do with food, as we've said. You know, have you ever bought baked beans online? Cornflakes online, you know, milk online, you know, so because we do that, you bolt an influencer model to bricks and mortar, it doesn't work because online moves really quick and bricks and mortar is really slow. You get one range review a year for Tesco, for instance.
The reason that is, though, because the products have changed, haven't they? Like at the start, it was just the supplements you could buy online and stuff, and now you are into like energy drinks and bars, so... Yeah, it matters less, I think, about influencers now. Yeah,
I think, and do you know what? It's really tricky with supplements because it looks a bit forced. So if you were, say, again, you know, everyone has to wear clothes, you know, unless you're going to do loads of internet posts naked, you know, everyone's wearing clothes. So you can be doing anything, really wearing a Grenade t-shirt, which again, we were doing in 2010. Again, we probably could have had a much bigger clothing brand earlier because actually we got a Body Power and sell more clothes and supplements. Yeah. But it's not something I'm really passionate about. I'm still not really. So we just didn't really want a clothing brand particularly. We've always had it promotionally, and we still do. And again, we need to do a better job of doing better promotional clothing, which we're doing. But it's not something I get up and I'm excited about. I get excited about this kind of stuff, and energy, and kind of ingestible stuff, and stuff that people can actually consume, and they go, wow. You know, that just kind of me. Obviously, I'm incredibly fashion conscious, as you can tell.
Your timing and your decisions at the time, back in 2010, were impeccable. If you hadn't made those decisions, I reckon if you were 4 years later,
screwed.
It wouldn't have worked. No
3 years earlier, screwed. Timing's huge.
It was perfect.
Like you've talked about in America, the timing was slightly off there.
It's the only thing in business you can't change. So a friend of mine actually lives in Barratt Green, funnily enough, lives up the road. He invented lactose-free milk. Problem was he nearly bankrupted him because he invented it in the 1970s and no one knew what lactose intolerance was. Oatly's just sold for $2 billion.
I was going to say right now,
yeah, you know, so it's you can't change. You know, the moment you're in is the moment you're in. It's like buying and selling property. You know, you can't change the moment you're in. So you can't buck a property trend if everything's on a downward spiral. You can't be going the other way. So business, you know, is exactly like that. And I guess, you know, going back to the influencer piece. We've even now, you know, the influencers again that we use, they've all just sort of friends, extensions of friends. You know, I'll be honest, money changes hands, but not a lot. They're all people that were happy to go and talk about us organically. And I don't know, it's a weird one. I guess, weirdly in a way, I still don't think of us having a business which we have to scale and make money. I'm not really sure he ever did, really, to be honest. You're kind of enjoying it. I know it's always there, but it was never really about the money.
It's more like a passion thing that you
follow.
Well, it's what you said earlier. We just did what we wanted to do, and somehow that converted to cash.
It did, I know.
And you just make products that you would take yourself.
I remember the conversations we had so vividly in terms of just sitting there and going about having this, because about that grenade icon and, making the icon mean something so you don't need the word, because that shape, like, the Nike tick, and that shape just is the brand that people recognise, and having the minimum amount of imagery you can get away with that consumers know exactly what it is. That's powerful. Less is more.